What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, December 16th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com. Oh yeah, iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Nearly 3 years after announcing he was battling cancer, longtime television sports reporter Craig Sager died from the complications from the ailment on Thursday. He was 65. Sager died in Atlanta of complications from acute myeloid leukemia, a relatively rare condition in which cancer invades the myeloid line of blood cells. In people who have the affliction, the body overproduces white blood cells that accumulates in bone marrow and hinders normal blood production. Born in Illinois in 1951, Sager attended Chicago's Northwestern University and majored in broadcasting. He first hit the airwaves in 1972 for a local television station in Atlanta and was on hand at the old Fulton County Stadium the night Braves outfielder Hank Aaron broke Babe Ruth's all-time home run record. Sager joined the newly launched CNN in 1981 and then moved to Turner Sports, a sports broadcaster owned by CNN founder Ted Turner. He spent decades as a sideline correspondent for Turner, reporting on NBA, college football, and college basketball games. He also often covered golf and tennis events as well as amateur sports. Turner Sports President David Levy said in a statement, "Craig Sager was a beloved member of the Turner family for more than 3 decades, and he has been a true inspiration to all of us. There will never be another Craig Sager." The charismatic Sager became known in later years for his eye-popping attire and the unpredictable questions he would often pose to coaches and players. Levy added, while he'll be remembered fondly for his colorful attire and the TNT sideline interviews he conducted with NBA coaches and players, it's the determination, grace, and will to live he displayed during his battle with cancer that will be his lasting impression. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said in a statement, "I, along with the entire NBA family, am deeply saddened by the passing of Craig Sager. Craig was as vital to the NBA as the players and coaches. Craig earned widespread respect for his insightful reporting and inspired so many, most recently with his courage." In June, Sager received the Jimmy V. Perseverance Award for his battle with cancer. He said at the ceremony, "Time is something that cannot be bought, it cannot be wagered with God, and it is not an endless supply. Time is simply how you live your life." Sager underwent a bone marrow transplant with material provided by his son, which put the leukemia into remission for a while. In March, he announced it had returned, and he underwent surgery in July. Sager was 65. Ben Affleck says his highly anticipated Batman solo film will begin shooting this coming spring. The actor and filmmaker said of starting in the spring to Variety during a recent screening of his upcoming crime thriller Live by Night. "We're on the right track with that and everything is coming together." He continued, "We're still finishing up a script. I'm very excited." Affleck is directing the Batman picture and working on the script alongside famed comic book writer and DC Entertainment head Jeff Johns. Joe Magliano has been cast in the film as the formidable assassin Deathstroke, and news has come out that the iconic whip-wielding burglar Catwoman will not be making an appearance. Affleck discussed The Dark Knight's storied history with Variety and said how much he respects previous on-screen incarnations of the characters. He says, "I respect all of those Batman movies. Christopher Nolan did an incredible job. Christian Bale did an incredible job. Tim Burton did an incredible job. At a certain point, you have to look forward and try to believe in your own vision for it and not be looking over your shoulder the whole time. I go into that movie with a tremendous amount of respect for the people who came before me." The BBC has released the first official image of Nicole Kidman in Season 2 of its moody mystery drama series, Top of the Lake. The broadcaster said in a press release, Kidman will play an Australian mother, Julia, whose story will intersect with Elizabeth Moss, who is reprising her Golden Globe-winning role as Detective Robin Griffin. The image shows Kidman in a wide mane of curly gray hair instead of her signature strawberry blonde tresses. Season 1 of the critically acclaimed series was set in Griffin's native New Zealand. Scheduled to debut in 2017, Season 2 takes place in Australia. It will once again be helmed by Jane Champion, along with co-director Ariel Kleiman. Champion and Gerard Lee also return as co-writers for Season 2, which will feature the introduction of a new character played by Game of Thrones' Gwendolyn Christie. IFC says it has renewed for a second season Stand Against Evil, its horror comedy starring John C. McGinley and Janet Varney. The fresh episodes are to air on the cable network in 2017. The show is about a disgruntled former sheriff who is forced into retirement, but now must team up with his replacement to battle the demons plaguing their small New England town. IFC's president, Jennifer Caserta, said in a statement, Stand Against Evil instantly connects with IFC viewers, making one of the network's most popular original series launches to date. IFC is thrilled for another season of keeping Willard's Mill safe from demons, monsters, and succumbuses, and we're enormously grateful for the talent John C. McGinley and Janet Varney, along with master storyteller Dana Gould, for bringing this oddly wonderful world to life. Gold added, it was so great to see Stan connect with its fans. Thanks to DVRs, the audience more than doubled each week. That amazed me. I love the characters and I love the world, and I'm very grateful we all get to go back to Willard's Mill and blow up more stuff. Megan Good is set to portray cult film hero Foxy Brown in a new television series currently in development at streaming service Hulu. According to Deadline, Empire co-executive producer Malcolm Spellman and Hand of God creator Ben Watkins will be penning the project with executive producers Tony Krantz, Jason Weinberg, Evan Haley, and Good's husband Devon Franklin. The original 1974 film Foxy Brown famously starred actress Pam Grier in the title role as a woman out for revenge after her boyfriend is murdered by a drug syndicate. MGM, who owns the rights to the film, is the studio behind the new series under their MGM TV banner. A box office success when it was released, Foxy Brown has influenced other films such as Austin Powers in Goldmember, with Beyonce's character Foxy Cleopatra taking after Foxy Brown, and Quentin Tarantino's Jackie Brown, which also starred Grier. The role marks the latest television project for Good, after starring on Fox's Minority Report based on the Steven Spielberg film of the same name and NBC's Deception. She is next to appear in Lifetime's movie The 10th Date alongside Kelly Rowland. New films starring Indian screen icon Shahrukh Khan will be exclusively available via Netflix as per a partnership between the streaming giant and Red Chillies Entertainment, Khan's production house. The deal will also give Netflix subscribers in India and around the world exclusive subscription video on-demand access to dozens of RCE movies, as well as next work scheduled to hit Indian theaters within the next 3 years. Netflix Chief Content Officer Sen Tarandis said in a statement, Shahrukh Khan is one of the most sought-after actors in the Indian film industry, has played a huge role in bringing Indian cinema to the world stage. His moniker King Khan speaks to his status as a cultural icon and to the incredible popularity of his films among audiences worldwide. Khan added, Red Chillies is surging ahead in the global entertainment, and for the first time our great stories are going global on Netflix at once and crossing all geographical barriers, waiting to be discovered all over the world. No more waiting for our fans wherever they are. The first feature that will debut on Netflix will be Dear Zindagi, which will be released theatrically last month. Other Red Chillies titles expected to become available online are Happy New Year, Diwali, and Om Shanti Om. Sonequa Martin Green will play the lieutenant commander of the titular spaceship on Star Trek Discovery. The Hollywood Reporter confirmed the casting news, which has not yet been officially announced. Despite her job, Entertainment Weekly says that the actress will continue to appear as a series regular on The Walking Dead, where she has played Sasha since Season 3. CBS All Access recently announced Doug Jones will play Lieutenant Saru, a Starfleet science officer and a new alien species to the Star Trek University on Discovery, while Michelle Yeoh will play Captain Gegugo, the Starfleet captain aboard the starship Senzu. Anthony Rapp has been cast as Lieutenant Statments, an astromycologist, fungus expert, and Starfleet science officer aboard the Starship Discovery, and Chris Obi, Shadud Latif, and Marin Chifio have been revealed as the show's new generation of Klingons. The 13-episode series is to debut in May. Keegan-Michael Key, Michael Che, Cicely Strong, and Malcolm Jamal Warner are to guest star on the first season of Detroiters. Comedy Central has confirmed. The sitcom is to preview February 7th. Other Season 1 guest stars include Oba Batunde, comedian CP, Stephen Higgins, Richard Karn, Kevin Nash, Wendy Raquel Robinson, Trick, and George Wallace. Synopsis reads, Sam Richardson from Detroit and Tim Robinson from Metro Detroit are real-life best friends who starred as small-time admin in the Motor City. Whatever they do it together, and no matter what happens, Tim and Sam's love for each other and their city never wavers. Executive producer Jason Sudeikis will appear in a narrative arc as the successful Chrysler brand executive whom Richardson and Robinson relentlessly pursue in an effort to land their first big-time client. Sneaky Pete, a new series about con artists, will stream in its entirety on Amazon Prime January 13th. The show stars Giovanni Ribisi, Marin Ireland, Margot Martindale, Peter Gertie, Libby Barrier, Shane McRae, and Michael Dreyer. Executive produced by Graham Yost, Bryan Cranston, Michael Dinner, Fred Godlin, James DeGuss, and Seth Gordon. It focuses on scammers Maris, who gets out of prison only to find himself hunted by the vicious gangsters he once robbed, the synopsis reads. Joe Lewis, the head of comedy and drama for Amazon Studios, said in a statement Thursday, "We're excited that 2017 will be starting off with Sneaky Pete, an inside look at the world of con artists. Remarkable cast led by Giovanni Ribisi and innovative producers Bryan Cranston and Graham Yost have made a fantastic series that we're excited to bring to customers. Amazon Prime is the home of celebrated original series such as Transparent, Mozart in the Jungle, Goliath, Red Oaks, and Man in the High Castle." Arnold Schwarzenegger says President-elect Donald Trump will not be interfering in the new season of his former reality series Celebrity Apprentice. The former California governor explained on Today, Thursday, about Trump maintaining his executive producer credit on the show. "I think it's perfectly fine that he has executive producer credit because he created the show with Mark Burnett together, so why should his credit go?" Schwarzenegger continued, "He made it very clear that he has no interest in being involved. It's now my show. I'm the host. I'm the new boss, and I'm going to run the show." Schwarzenegger, a known Republican who did not support Trump during the election, commented on the hotel mogul's winning, stating, "Now he's elected, and now it's very important that we all support the president and that we all come together and we stop whining and it's become one nation." In terms of catchphrases, the Terminator star is also eager to introduce his own one-liner for when somebody is eliminated from the show. It could be "You're terminated," or "Hasta la vista, baby," or "Hit the road," or "Consider this a divorce," or "Get to the chopper," he said. It could be anything. It could be any of those things. Schwarzenegger also appeared on The Tonight Show Wednesday, where he took part in a Snapchat interview with host Jimmy Fallon that involved the pair asking and answering questions while comedic Snapchat filters appeared on their faces. Casey Affleck and Chance the Rapper get into the Christmas spirit as part of a new promo for their upcoming episode of Saturday Night Live. The clip released Wednesday features the actor and rapper unsuccessfully attempting to decorate the Rockefeller Christmas tree using a tiny stepladder. Affleck says, "I don't think we thought through this," while holding up a star ornament to place at the top. Chance replies, "You just gotta believe." After Affleck calls the ladder a footstool, Chance gets offended and jokes, "I'm not going to listen to any more slander about this ladder. You know what this ladder means to me." The pair are also set to appear on the long-running sketch comedy show on December 17th, with Affleck hosting and Chance performing as the musical guest. Team recording artist Jackie Evancho confirmed on NBC's Today Show that she will be singing the Star-Spangled Banner at Donald Trump's presidential inauguration next month. The 16-year-old America's Got Talent alum said on Wednesday's edition of the program, "I was asked to perform by the president-elect the national anthem at the swearing-in ceremony, the inauguration." She admitted about initially getting the invitation. "I was very nervous, but you know what? I'm really excited. I'm so honored, and I can't wait to see what happens." Boris Epstein, as senior advisor for the Trump-Pence presidential transition, tweeted, "Honored to have at Jackie Evans Show performing at the national anthem at Trump inaugural ceremony. She's an inspiration for all Americans." Since she came in second place in America's Got Talent when she was 10 years old, Evancho has released a string of hit albums and has the distinction of being the youngest performer ever to give a solo concert at New York's Lincoln Center. Last summer, she sang "God Bless America" on a Capitol 4 special on PBS. Three-time Olympian Ryan Lochte is going to be a first-time dad. 32-year-old swimmer announced fiancée Kylie Rae Reid is pregnant and expecting their first child with an underwater photo Wednesday on Instagram. He captioned a photo of himself kissing Reid's baby bump. "My Christmas gift came early this year. Can't wait for next year. Best news I've ever received. Hashtag Cloud9. Hashtag excited. Hashtag family. Hashtag love. Hashtag 2017. Reid added to her own account, "Just when you think you have it all figured out, life always surprises you with blessings when least expected. So excited to share this news with all of you. Hashtag wear it prego. Hashtag OMG, hashtag 2017. Lochte and Reid, a 25-year-old model, got engaged in October after less than a year of dating. The swimmer surprised Reid with the private helicopter tour of Los Angeles before proposing at Malibu Canyon, according to People magazine. Reid wrote on Instagram at the time, "Speechless, absolutely beautiful, so in love with you." Lockie and Reed have both voiced their desire for children in an interview with Us Weekly in October. Reed revealed at the time that having kids came up in one of their early conversations. Lockie added, "It's another thing we have in common. We both want kids. We want to create a family of our own, and I think that's something that's really important to us as well." Lockie is a 12-time Olympic gold medalist who last competed in the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio. He became a center of controversy at the Games after he falsely claimed he and two other American swimmers had been pulled over and robbed. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stepped out as a couple Wednesday evening in London. The 32-year-old British royal and 35-year-old American actress were photographed together for the first time as they made their way to a West End production of The Curious Incident in the Dog in the Nighttime. Prince Harry and Markle were dressed casually and held hands as they walked to the Gilgood Theatre. The couple were accompanied by just only one royal protection officer, according to The Sun. Sources told the publication, Harry has said his privacy is important to him, but they are clearly not afraid to be seen in public together. The insider added, they're clearly crazy about each other and have told friends they are very much in love. As an actress, Meghan loves the theater, so this was obviously a date to go on. Curious Incident confirmed Prince Harry attended the play, tweeting, "We were delighted to welcome HRH Prince Harry to last night's performance at the Gilgood Theatre in London's West End. Markle has reportedly been in England since Sunday." Prince Harry was first linked to Markle in October and confirmed their relationship the next month after the actors faced sexist and racist backlash. The pair were spotted buying their first Christmas tree together at a Pine and Needles store Monday. Employee Zachary Crawford told People it was totally clear that they were a couple. It wasn't overly affectionate or anything like that. They were just doing cute, coupley stuff like making each other laugh and being excited. She also added they looked totally happy together and rolled out with the tree. And a passing to report, Bernard Fox, a character actor best known for his roles in Bewitched and Hogan's Heroes, has died at the age of 89. Fox died of heart failure while staying at the Valley Presbyterian Hospital in Van Nuys, California. His publicist confirmed to Entertainment Weekly. The actor memorably portrayed the womanizing witch doctor Dr. Bombay on 19 episodes of Bewitched, which ran from 1966 to 1972. He would return as the character in the 1977 spin-off Tabitha, as well as on NBC soap opera Passions in 1999. Fox's other memorable roles came in the form of the bumbling Colonel Crittenden on Hogan's Heroes during an 8-episode arc in 1965. Other notable television roles include appearances on The Dick Van Dyke Show, Perry Mason, The Andy Griffin Show, I Dream of Jeannie, Knight Rider, and Murder, She Wrote. Film roles include the voice of the chairman in Disney's The Rescuer and The Rescuer Down Under, retired Air Force pilot Winston Havok in The Mummy, Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, The Private Eyes, Yellowbeard, and Colonel Archibald Grace IV in James Cameron's Titanic. 39 years after appearing in A Night to Remember that also chronicled the Titanic. Fox is survived by his wife Jacqueline, daughter Amanda, and grandchildren David Mitchell and Samantha. He was 89. Jimmy Kimmel has let loose an Academy Award secret. He is only getting paid $15,000 to host the prestigious event. The late-night host said of his Oscar salary Wednesday while appearing on KROQ's Kevin and Bean show, "You know why? I think it's illegal to pay nothing." Kimmel also noted how he was told previous Oscar hosts such as Chris Rock and Billy Crystal received the same pay but wondered if the price is raised for repeated appearances. He said, "I'm not sure. I was supposed to reveal this, but nobody told me not to. I consider this their fault." Kimmel is set to take the stage for the Oscars at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles on February 26, 2017. The comedian was first announced as the night's MC earlier in December after he hosted the Emmy Awards in September. Kimmel joked, "They asked like 14 people and they all said no, and then there was me. I absolutely was surprised." Known for regularly hosting special episodes of Jimmy Kimmel Live immediately following the Oscars, the 49-year-old remains optimistic that the tradition can continue, noting we'll figure something out. Kimmel also made headlines recently after announcing that he and his wife Molly McNeary are expecting their second child together. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 2010, Larry King, the iconic suspender-sporting host of TV's talk show Larry King Live, signs off after 25 years on the air. The 77-year-old King had hosted the hour-long CNN program featuring interviews with movie stars, world leaders, politicians, musicians, and other newsmakers since June 1985. The farewell broadcast of Larry King Live included appearances by Ryan Seacrest, Regis Philbin, Katie Couric, Donald Trump, former President Bill Clinton via satellite, and President Barack Obama in a pre-recorded video, among others. Towards the end of the program, Tony Bennett serenaded King, who had become a TV institution along with his wife and 2 young sons. Larry King, who was born Lawrence Ziegler in Brooklyn, New York in 1933, began his career as a radio disc jockey and sports announcer in Miami Beach, Florida in 1957. During the 60s and 70s, he worked in Miami as a radio and TV host and newspaper columnist before getting his own nationally syndicated radio program in 1978. In June 1985, King joined CNN, the cable network channel founded by Ted Turner in 1980. Larry King Live was anchored CNN's primetime lineup, originated from Washington, D.C. before moving to Los Angeles in the 1990s. The first guest on Larry King Live was Mario Cuomo, the governor of New York. The program went on to receive big rating boosts when billionaire Ross Perot appeared as a guest in 1992 and announced his intention to run as an independent candidate for the U.S. presidency. In 1993, when Vice President Al Gore and Perot came on to debate the North American Free Trade Agreement, that edition of Larry King Live was the highest rated in cable history for more than a decade. Over the course of 25 years, King, who became known for his straightforward, non-confrontational interview style, consistently landed big-name guests ranging from Marlon Brando, who famously kissed King on the lips, to Vladimir Putin to Lady Gaga. From a set featured a color-dot map of the world on a dark background, King often took call-ins and later emailed viewers questions for his interview subjects. He said that in order to be fresh and learn from his guests, he didn't prepare extensively for interviews. This approach could occasionally backfire and make King seem out of touch, as in 2007 when he asked Jerry Seinfeld if his sitcom had been canceled or he had left voluntarily. A surprised Seinfeld, who had famously exited his show on his own accord, said to King, "Do you know who I am?" In June 2009, King announced plans to end his show. At the time, Larry King Live had fallen into 3rd place in the ratings behind political programs hosted by Sean Hannity of Fox News and Rachel Maddow of MSNBC. By the time Larry King Live went off the air in December 2010, the legendary host had conducted some 50,000 interviews by his account during his more than 50-year career in radio and television. And that is your entertainment report for Friday, December 16th, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.